Hello all, welcome to Python programming tutorial. In this video I am going to discuss decision control structure in Python. So friends, Python provides only if-else as a decision control structure. There is no such case in Python. Why do we need a decision control structure basically? Sometimes we come across situation where depending upon a particular condition, whether it is true or false, we want to execute a particular set of a statement or we do not want to execute a particular set of a statement. So let's begin with the simple form of if. Moreover, you have to understand that blocks in Python are not covered with braces. So indentation is used here. It will be more clear when you will go through the video how we use indentation for representing blocks in Python. So starting with a simple syntax of if. So if syntax is if expression then statement. So here you can see that if this particular expression, whatever expression you are writing here, whatever condition you are giving here, if this condition is true, then this particular statement will be executed. Moreover, focus on this thing, as I am using PyCharm, so it provides indentation automatically. So if I am writing if and I am writing expression, then you have to put a colon. It acts as a delimiter. Now when I will press enter, cursor goes to the place where cursor goes. From there I have to write my statement. So all the statements which are aligned with this indentation will be part of this if block. If I want to exit if block, simply what I have to do, I have to again begin with the previous indentation, that is this. So here I can write a statement which is not part of f. Okay, fine. So let's go through an example. Suppose I am declaring a variable x is equal to, say, suppose I am taking input from user, an integer input. I have already discussed this, how to take integer input. Fine. So I think there is. Now I am checking if x is greater than 5. Then I will print, say, for example, hello. Okay, fine. So I have taken an integer input. I am checking if x is greater than 5. Then I will print hello. Fine. So let's run this program. It's asking for input. So I am giving 7. So hello got printed. Since this condition evaluates to true, hello got printed. Again I am running this program and I am giving an input 2. Now we got nothing. Why? Because I have only told Python that what to do if this condition is true. I have not told Python what to do if this condition is false. So if I want to have something got printed or something got executed, if this condition is false, then I have to use else for it. Now else is a separate block. If is one block, if else is one block, together we call if else block. So else is a separate block. So what I will do, I will again start else from the place where if started. So else, then again colon, since it is treated as a block, then print, say, Python. So now see, if I am going to run it and I am giving a number which is less than 5, it will print Python. So if this expression is true, it prints hello. If this expression is false, it prints Python. Moreover, what we can do, if we have more than one condition to check basically, then we can go for if, elif, and lots of elif and then else. Elif is counterpart of else if in C language. So suppose I will modify this program a bit. So I am also showing you use of the logical operator, and x less than equal to 10, that will print hello. Elif x is greater than 10 and x is less than equal to 15, that I will print Python. Again I can have elif x is greater than 15 and x is less than say 20. It will print Java, for example, and finally print C, for example. So this is the if else block with more than one conditions to check basically. Okay, fine. So let's run it. So I am giving, for example, 11 and Python got printed. Again run it, and I am giving, for example, say 19, Java got printed. Again I am giving a value greater than 20, then C got printed. So this is how if else work. Okay, fine. Basically we can also check true and false in if else. Like we know that there is a boolean value, so if true, print I am in, if else, print I am in else, for example. So now let's execute it. So obviously it will print I am in if, because true will always value to true, so this condition is true, it will be printed and it will be ignored. Similarly, if I write here false, then obviously sir false, this condition is false itself, so this block will not be executed. It will come to else and this will be executed. I am in else. Fine. We can also have nested if else here. So let's check it out. Let's understand it with the help of an example. So I am just writing example here. Just wait and we'll be able to see it. Okay, fine, and I'm commenting it. So this first question basically taken from this one Katkar. You can read this question. So the policy followed by a company to process customer orders given by the following rule: if customer is order is less than or equal to that in stock and has credit okay, supply has a requirement, supply the requirement. If credit is not okay, do not supply, send them intimation. If credit is okay but item in stock is less than the order, supply what is in stock, intimate to him data, the balance will be subbed. If stock is 0, intimate him the delivery will be in 2 days. Write a Python program to implement the company policy. So let's check it. So go through the problem statement and first of all decide what are the input required. So we see here input required is the amount in stock, the status of credit of the customer, and the amount of stock he wants. So let's take the input. So starting with stock is equal to eval input. enter balance stock. So whatever stock is left in the store, that has been taken as input. Now stock underscore required. So this is the stock which is required by the customer. Fine. Now credit. So whether credit is okay or not. So this is a string. I will not write a val. I will simply take input, enter, okay, for credit. Fine. Or simply I will write enter okay for credit. That I will discuss afterwards why I put backslash there. So these are the inputs which are required. Now see the condition. If stock is 0, then obviously we will not supply. Fine. If credit is okay, then obviously we are not going to supply. So let's check it out. So if credit comparison operator, okay. And for say you can say it, and for no, it means credit status is not okay. So if credit is no, basically, or I can modify it, I can just like enter no for bad credit. Fine. So if credit is no, obviously we are not going to supply anything. I have to send an intimation, so I will just write print your credit score is not up to mark. Fine. Now, so this is one thing. Now if credit is okay, so it means else. So we'll check if stock is equal to 0. So if there is no stock, basically, then what I will write, print item will be delivered in 2 days. Fine. Else, so stock is there, available there, but the stock may be less than the stock required. If the stock less than equal to stock underscore required, then what I have to do, I have to supply the item and I have to intimate him that data balance will be shipped. So print remaining balance, what we have to print basically will be shipped. Remaining balance, and remaining balance is stock underscore require minus stock. Fine. Will be shipped. Else what I have to do, if less than equal to and credit is okay, then supply the requirement. So else print will just send a message, supplied. So check once again. So we have taken input stock required and credit. So if credit is no, then credit score is not up to mark. We are not going to supply anything. And if credit is okay, it means that credit is okay. Other side. So what we'll do, we'll check the stock. If stock is 0, then item will be delivered in 2 days. Else, if stock is present, then we have to check two things: whether the stock is less than equal to requirement or stock is okay. So stock is less than equal to requirement, remaining balance is this, else it will be supplied. So let's run this program. So it is asking for balance stock. Suppose balance stock is 1000. Fine. Suppose requirement is 1100. And suppose credit is okay. So balance stock is, remaining balance 100 will be saved. Okay, fine. Now again let's check the other way out. Suppose balance stock is 1000 and suppose requirement is 900 for example, and suppose credit is no, then your credit score is not up to mark. We are not supplying anything. Other way around, suppose stock is 0, suppose requirement is 1000 and suppose credit is okay. So item will be delivered in 2 days. Other way around, stock is 0, balance requirement is 900, credit is no, again your credit score is not up to mark. So this is the way we can have a nested if else. So here see, if then else, then again if inside else, then again if inside else, then again else. So this is the example of nested if else. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe the channel and click bell icon for updates. Thank you.